Have you ever tried to draw a face and you start with the details and then it just turns out awful? Well, I'm just gonna tell you one thing, that is not the way to do it. Here you are going to learn the 10 ways to get better at drawing faces. Tip number 1 is to use the guidelines correctly. So I'm gonna show you just how to do that. First you start with a circle and then you draw a line in the middle and then line under and then some cheek lines. And then a line over the cheek lines, and then a line down there also, and then the chins, and then you draw circles for the eyes, a tear shape for the nose, and a line for the mouth. And then you're basically done with the guidelines. Tip number 2 is to shade in one direction. Here I have 2 circles, and both of them I'm going to shade either multiple directions or one direction. As you can see, the one that it shades one direction looks much better. Tip number 3 is to take your time. Art almost always gets better when you take your time to master it. Tip number 4, do not start with the details. This one is probably kind of obvious, but unless you are very good at drawing, do not begin with the details. Number 5, look at your references. If you just look at your reference for a few moments, then you'll understand it much better and your drawings will become much better. Number 6, use the eraser. It's there for a reason. Tip number 7 is to use the eraser correctly. Erase lightly, not hard. It works much better. Tip number 8, break it down into shapes. It can help you break down your drawings in shapes because it makes you understand the basic shapes of your drawing much better. Tip number 9 is to get consistent. If you practice drawing every day, you will get good in the end. Tip number 10, understand shading and lighting. This is very important to understand in your reference. I'm not going to go in depth on how you do it in this video. And that was basically the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, then make sure to like and subscribe and also watch this video. Goodbye, and I will see you in the next video.